Hey, what's up, guys? It's Crypto Fry back with another daily TA. Let's hop right into it. So, Solana, right? I think yesterday I had added in this weekly level right here, the ones that we are tapping on right now. And I was thinking we were going to be trading around this region, around the 25th to 26th. So, it looks like we did hit that. I was thinking we were going to kind of range like that, but we did end up swinging hard to the downside. And so now I'm wondering, since my original thought process was this, we ended up doing this. I wonder if we're going to end up doing something like that as well. So I think that's what I would be on the lookout for. I also have this daily level up here that's a little bit higher. And so basically, yeah, I feel like I'm going to just keep it right there because if I move it up here, then you're not really intersecting this daily. So that's why I like it right here, because it intersects both dailies, even though it's not exact. So what I'm thinking is we get a move kind of like, since we deviated from my original plan, I'm thinking we're also going to deviate from my original plan to the upside, hit this daily, and I think we're going to sell off to about the 94 range. And I think from there we'll have to see what the data looks like. But for now, that is my plan for Solana. That is what I'm kind of seeing in the market, because I am seeing, at first this did reject. But it looks like we caught right there. I think we might have another level around here somewhere that it caught on, but I guess you could go off of this. 91.50 is your entry, and swung all the way to 90. Now we're up to 93. So you could have gotten in on that entry. That is a shorter term fib though, so just to keep that in mind. So what I do want to see is I want to see this weekly get reclaimed, and I think it does have the capability to do it. I posted on Twitter the other day that I had a chart on Ethereum targeting around the 2350 region. And then we'll see if we do get a pullback, because we do have this on the table where we swing these lows and then we can hit higher. But I do have a slight feeling that if we do reclaim these levels, I have a feeling that it's just going to maybe hit and we'll have a pullback to about right there. So you see I'm getting this low right there. So we're going to hit up. I think we might swing down to here, catch, and then we hit up and reclaim, and then we head higher. I just have a feeling that's what's on the table right now. Just sticking with the original plan that I had with this drawing back that I drew on the 19th, and I was about a day off. I would say, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how this level, the 44,000 level, gets reacted with the price. If we do see this reclaim, then okay, cool, and then I would say happy days. But we'll have to see how this goes, and of course we'll have to see how the stock market is feeling. But we're not going to be, it's Saturday today, so we're not going to see that data until the 29th. So right now, it's crypto's time to shine. But yeah, I would say that's my plan right now for Solana, is we come up to around the 102 region, and we test that daily, and then we retest this 4 hour, and then possibly even the weekly maybe appears, and then we'll see how the data looks from there. All right, so that's for Sol. BTC covered, Ethereum covered, still in that still holding that thesis where we test at least 2350. That's the thesis. If we do see some kind of weakness in the market and we come down, or if we continue to see strength, I would say we reclaim this level. But I do imagine that we are going to try to reach this 2350 level, because this is a big area of confluence, a big area of price action, I would say, because you can see we have a tap there. So I wonder if price wants to flip the resistance into support, like how Bitcoin has been doing the past months. It just keeps flipping the previous bull market weeklies. It was retesting them as support. So I wonder if that's what Ethereum wants to do. Okay. But yeah, I would say that's the plan for Sol. That's the plan for ETH. That's the plan for Bitcoin. And it looks like we are getting a nice move on Solana right now. That is a big candle. That's a lot of, what is that? Oh, I don't even have volume on here. I'll have to add that. I really don't have volume. What the hell? That's weird. I must have took it off for some reason. Alright, well, anyways, let's head over to WIF. So what do we see on WIF? WIF looks like we did lose this wick high level. We dropped down to that weekly. And basically the weekly that I'm looking at is this weekly right here. This top weekly. We also have a bottom weekly at, what is that, 2.9. So looks like we did actually get that bottom weekly. So let's go ahead and put that in. And you can see here, look at that. Beautiful tap of that bottom weekly. Beautiful wick. Came down, didn't quite sweep that. You know, it did fill that wick, but didn't quite sweep the low. And it looks like for now we are able to reclaim the higher weekly. And now we are trading above, and we didn't even bother to retest. We tapped that daily wick level as resistance, and it looks like we are now trying to backtest that daily wick level as support. So me personally, how I am seeing this is I am seeing a higher high, higher low. I'm seeing a higher high, I'm seeing a higher low. Okay, you have to remember bonk. If we take a look at bonk, okay, coin market cap is a really good spot to look at the market cap. I think you might actually even be able to do it on Dex tools as well, or sorry, Dex Screener. I use mostly Dex Screener. But if we go to market cap, I could have swore I remember bonk reached 2. Right here it's saying 1.49. Let's just take a quick peek over at Dex Screener. So to find the market cap, you just click it right here in the top. It's right next to indicators. Yeah, so right here it hit 2. I'm not sure why the other coin market cap says 1.49, because that is a big difference of 50. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, like 500 million? That is a big difference. But I do see WIF doing a move like that, and I do believe that WIF is currently in this type of stage. I do believe WIF is still in the kind of ranging to the upside, still in the price discovery. And so I would say once you start to see this kind of pattern on bonk, or I'm sorry, on WIF, maybe like a triangle like this, like a triangle pattern, maybe after these highs that it's putting in, kind of like a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and maybe we start to see it range. That floor, I would say that floor of the range would be a good buy. Paper trade, of course, and to then see the parabolic move, because I don't think that WIF has made its parabolic move yet. And I do think that WIF is going to be the coin that pushes the limits, and I do see WIF going to about 4.2 billion market cap, because I do see it pushing the limits of bonk. I do see it pushing the limits. I think the mascot of WIF is really good. I mean, you know, it's you just show it. You could show this to anybody, and boom, smile on their face instantly. And you know, that for me, that's a no-brainer. So I do see WIF reaching 4.2 billion market cap. I think I made a post 4.22, but I am going to change that to 4.2. Just in case you guys don't know, 4.2, 420. So that's what I see with hitting 420, 4.20 billion market cap. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's hop on over to Myro. So Myro has been doing really good today. Myro is up 5% today. I do have a feeling that these are going to be the lows. I don't think that this target will be reached. And if that's the case, then I was off by about 5%. But, we'll have to see, because I think it is kind of running out of time to reach this target. I mean, it always could, it always could just further down the line. But I would say I do kind of see this continuing to the upside. I do see this as just a big deviation, and now we're back to the normally scheduled programming. So for Myro, what would I see next? Myro, I would also have to say we haven't quite seen that parabolic move yet. The move where it's just like, holy shit. Boom. So I would say, yeah, I mean, you want to get in when it's not really spiky at the highs, whenever you're at the lows, whenever you're on a dip, and you've done your analysis, you've done your research on the coin, on the project, on the team, on the markets, and you have that risk appetite, you do you. All right, so that's for Myro. We also did have that. I posted that on Twitter. I posted this setup on Twitter. And this actually was about a 30% drawdown. So, yeah, I do see this as kind of a pattern like this. So we'll see. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on these bigger cap coins. But I do see ETH reaching up higher. I do see Bitcoin reaching up higher. So that's kind of what I'm basing the trading on, is that ETH and Bitcoin are going to move higher. Also, Sol, I really want to see this get reclaimed. If we start to trade lower, maybe start to backtest down here, would be a cause for concern. But for now, it does look like it wants to head higher. All right, so let's go over to used car. Looks like we are starting to backtest below this daily, and I do have a feeling this is a fake out. So I would say, as I said in the past, anything below here is a good buy. So right here is a good buy for a paper trade. Okay, up here is a good sell. This is just a range. And remember, eventually, one day you're going to be wrong. One day this could either take off or this could continue dumping. So it's a really good idea to have two different type of portfolios, a trading portfolio and like a long-term investment portfolio. And the reason I say that is because if you have your long-term portfolio, then you don't you won't feel bad about taking some off the table, taking these shorter term trades, trading this range. Because in the case that it does take off, you still have your bag, you still have your long-term moon bag that you have saved. Maybe you're trading this, take some off, put some down here, trading some more, take some off, put some more down here, trade some more. This is all your spot bag, your long-term bag. And just kind of slowly accumulate, slowly build up your position while also taking those trades. Ideally you want your long-term bag to be bigger than your trading bag. But yeah, anything below here, a good buy. Used car. I like their project. I like what they're doing. Chunky. This for me is a buy. I mean, that's all I gotta say about that. When, I'm not too familiar with when, but this is one of the bigger projects. I mean, this is about the size of Chunky and Used Car combined. One thing to note, it did have a double top, but if you are feeling bullish, if you do think that the markets are going to continue to stay upside, this is a good buy. Harambe, wow, we did have a huge move right now on Harambe. Wow. We'll have to see how this goes, because it looks like it wants to fight for an all-time high. One thing to look out for is, wow, would you look at that? So what I'm seeing here, you have your, let's say you have this amount of data, right? You just made this low. And so the thing with fib is, say you make this low, right? You see how this low, these highs right here are resistance. And once you kind of clear where your fib is pulled from, you just keep going lower. See? You keep going lower. See, I'm right here. You just keep going lower, you keep going lower, keep going lower, till eventually it's gonna stop doing that, and you're gonna get your target right there. So see how you put your fib right there, and then you don't even have this data yet, but you bring it across. Boom, this is clear. This was tested as resistance. This was sold into, went lower, but look at that. You traded through it again. And not only that, you went higher than the previous high. So, what does that tell me? That tells me there is a chance this could head higher, because you're clearing the resistance and you're trading above a major fib resistance level. So we'll see. I would say what you want to see is you want to start to see these levels, maybe this wick right here, start to get reclaimed. Boom. If you would see that and you could see a retest, I would say that's on the table. But you do have to get above. You have to get above this level. And if it is going to do it, it's going to do it within, I would say, the day. So we'll see how this one goes. I'll be keeping a close eye on Harambe. All right, now we also have this other coin. It's called Stan. It's supposed to be a Stanley Cup. So let's head on over to their Twitter or their X, whatever you want to call it. This is their mascot. Sorry, that's my dogs. And yeah, I like this project. I like the meme. Beautiful. Oh wow. Okay. Well, let's just hop right into the analysis. Clementine. All right. So here's the analysis. And then that is the analysis. All right. I hope you all have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.